Hi my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So I do have a bare face right now because we're going to be playing with a brand new product. But before we do get started with that new product, of course do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also hit that little notification bell which notifies you every time that I upload a new video here on YouTube. Remember, if you don't click that, my video gets lost in space. And if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Sandi. I absolutely love everything that deals with beauty. So of course, like I mentioned before, I don't have anything on my skin right now whatsoever. It is bare. I'm sorry, it looks so gross. One day I'm going to have flawless skin, and then my hair, I just forgot to put hairspray, but I kind of like the loose frizzy hair recently, so don't judge me. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with today's video. I have the new foundation here, you guys. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I am so stoked. I actually went to Ulta a couple of days, actually no, not weeks, a couple of days ago, last week, and I saw a bunch of new things already. So I saw the Urban Decay foundation and concealer, and then this was right in front of the door when you walk in, and I was like, oh my god, I need it. So I tried, the cool thing, you guys, about Ulta that I really love, and also Sephora, is that they have the testers outside for you to play with them and test the foundation out, walk around with it while you're looking at other stuff to see if it oxidizes. So I really love that, and I really do hope that drugstore, I think drugstores are actually starting to do that now. I've started to see some samples like at Target, where they have like the testers out, but I really love that about Ulta, that they have every single foundation out there for you to see. I also saw the Juvia's place. I found my foundation color as well as the concealer, except they were out of the concealer that best fits me, so I'm just gonna wait until they restock it again. But anyways, I saw this and I swatched a lot of colors actually, and I felt like this one fit me the best. Let's hope and pray Jesus, because that's the reason why I don't buy foundations mostly online, except I got lucky with my Dose of Colors one. So I really wanted to wait off until this hit stores, and it did. And then I also saw that they came out with setting powders, so we're gonna be talking about this little guy in just a little bit, but I just wanted to point out on how big this is. Look how ginormous this powder is. I think it runs for $36. Do not quote me if that is incorrect. I will list everything down below for you guys and prices, but when I saw this in stores, I was like, holy crap, this shit's huge. It's really big. So I really like that. So the foundation, you guys, does run for $38, and I believe there is 50 foundation. Yes, so they are available in 50 completely natural shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and just read the description really quick of the foundation. It says that it's a luminous foundation, is a water-resistant liquid foundation that creates luminous natural finish. The radiant formula delivers long-wearing, medium coverage, yet still feels weightless and looks fresh. This is the coverage you have all been waiting for. Luminous foundation looks so great on its own. There's no need to set with a powder, so that's really interesting. It is available in 50 shades. This lightweight foundation blurs any imperfections, including discoloration and unevenness, without it being cakey or masking the skin's natural radiance. With a seamless application, this easy to blend face makeup leaves the skin with a perfected looking complexion that is free of flashback or oxidation, which I actually agree, because when I was at the store, I did swatch and I kind of walked around and looked at other products, and it did not oxidize. It stayed true to its color. So let's hope and pray that it does, because I didn't put it on my face. I just matched my neck and my chest. So let's see what happens. The shade that I did pick was 220N, which I believe is neutral, and it means neutral. So I'm gonna take it out, and look how pretty this looks. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys up close, even though you guys already saw it in this last clip, but look how beautiful this is. It's in a glass container. I love how they printed or added the font here, and it just says a foundation, and I love it. It's so Anastasia Beverly Hills, so gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the cap here, and it's a pump foundation, you guys. How awesome is that? You guys already know I love foundations with the pump, and I love it how it's just matte black. So bomb. So for primer, you guys, I'm gonna go into my CoverGirl. This is brand new. This is their skin primer with Choline Clay mattifying primer. I absolutely love the way that this stuff actually makes my makeup last throughout the day. I've used it a couple of times this week and I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply just a little bit I'm just gonna hit it towards my T-zone because that is the area where I normally get super oily throughout the day. If you're new to my channel, my skin type is combination. Normally during the winter time, it's weird. My skin turns to dry, really weird. And then sometimes in the summertime, it gets, depending on how hot it is, I can get like oily or combo. I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is that I'm gonna do half and half with a brush and the other half with a sponge. And then I'm only going to set half of my face. So one side of my face is not gonna be set with powder and the other one is. So let's see how that turns out. And I'm going to use, for the brush, I'm going to be using my Morphe M439 brush. This is the one that I currently use or have been using these past couple of days, and I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some here on my brush. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 pumps, and I'm going to do this side with the brush. I matched it. Of course, take it down your neck so that way you don't have the line of demarcation. You want to make sure it's all blended. All right, you guys, so we have this side with using my Morphe M439 brush. If you guys don't have this brush, you need it. I will link it down below for you guys. Guys, here is the foundation, and I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see. And I feel like it looks really nice. Like it feels very lightweight, I'll be really honest, but I feel like it did also a really good job covering my redness. Because as you guys can see on this side, I do have redness around my nose, down like the sides of my cheeks as well, a little bit towards my temples right there. And this blended it out really well. Oh my god. I mean, you can see the glow right here around my cheeks, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel glowy or luminous. It does kind of feel a little matte, not really, but just like a little bit, but it still feels like skin. I feel like my skin looks like skin. Does that make sense? And you guys saw that I only used a couple of like maybe like 3 little baby bumps, and that took care of like this side of my face. So I feel like you honestly get your whole face with using the brush 2 full pumps, I feel like, and it covered, I mean, this covered really well. So with the sponge, I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing. I'm gonna do just right there 3 little pumps, and then I'm gonna do this side. And you guys, it doesn't smell like anything. Off the bat, I can definitely tell that the foundation soaked up a little bit more product, because I feel like this side looks a little bit lighter and this looks a little bit more like darker, I feel like, more intense. I don't know, and I use the exact same amount of drops. So that is pretty interesting. I feel like that's pretty cool, just the fact that you can use your sponge if you want a more lighter application, and go in with a makeup brush if you want something a little bit more, I don't know, heavier. I'm gonna go ahead and add another layer so that way we can go ahead and match this side so I don't look crazy. So I'm gonna go in with 2 little baby pumps like that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply, build it up a little bit more and apply more so that way it matches this side. Okay guys, so my thoughts so far. On this side, we did use the brush. So I personally really liked using the brush as well. I feel like it applied it so much faster. And I don't know, I feel like it covered a little bit better. Then with the sponge, I definitely had to go in with a little bit more product to build it up a little bit more. But on the plus side, this foundation is definitely buildable. I feel like once I went in with the second layer, I really feel like it blended in really well. Honestly though, I like them both. I like using this foundation with the sponge and with the brush, which that's really rare for me because normally I like either or. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer off camera, and then I will be right back to play with the powder. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna hit it and finish off my concealer. So now let's go ahead and talk about the powder. So here's the powder, you guys. When I saw these at the store, I was like, oh my god, give it to me. I love setting powders. So look how big this is though. It is super huge, and I feel like you can have this for like months. So the shade that I picked up was Vanilla. This is the new Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder. I'm on the website right now, and there is 2, 4, 5 different shades. So we have Banana, which is a nice pale yellow, and then we have Translucent, which is colorless. And then we have Vanilla, which is a ivory shade, which is the one that I picked up today. or not today, but a couple days ago. And then we have Deep Peach, which is a warm peach. And then we have Golden Tan, or Golden Orange, but it's a nice golden tan shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty sponge, and I'm going to set only this side of my face. Now the reason why I picked this side where I applied this sponge is because I feel it more lightweight than I do with this side with the brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick some up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bake like I normally always do. And I'm just gonna apply it on this side. Around my nose, I always get oily right here. And what I actually, guys, really like also about this powder is that it is really fine. So it's not super cakey or heavy, and I feel like it melts into the skin really nicely. So as you guys can see here, I am applying the powder, but it just sinks in really nicely into my skin, which is crazy. Just gonna set the concealer just a little bit with whatever I have left. I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the powder now. So it really does leave my skin looking nice and matte. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my face with applying my bronzer, my blush, and then I will be right back to give you guys my final thoughts so far. And then I am going to be wearing this foundation throughout the whole day. I have a very busy day, which is gonna start in like 2 hours, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts at the end of the video later tonight. So yeah, I will be right back. So I am back. I finished off my face. This is how my skin looks like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in after applying everything. So once again, this is the side that we did use the sponge. So I had applied my highlight, my contour, blush, all that good stuff. And then on this side, it's the brush side. So honestly looks like I set this side with powder. Like it just looks really pretty. I'm really impressed right now. I'm really in shock, and normally I don't get this in shock. Well, actually, yeah, I do. I get really excited when it comes to products that actually work and that look really nice. I get super stoked. So I definitely would say that if you do have dry skin, I feel like you would really love this foundation, and if you have combo, because you can also set the foundation. Now, if you do have really oily skin, I would definitely maybe get a sample of the foundation and test it out at home and see if it's for you. But I definitely would say that people who do have dry to combo would really appreciate this foundation. So I would definitely see you guys later tonight. Currently 1:53 p.m. so it's almost 2 o'clock. Okay, so with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it because I have things to do, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Hi guys, so it is currently 11:29 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for quite some time now, and honestly I am a little oily, but not like super like extreme. I mean, I've had this foundation on for the whole day, and it's still on my face. I am starting to see a little bit of separation on like by my nose. Like right here, I did have some separation already, as you can see. Yeah, just mainly around my nose, but I am pretty oily pretty much on this side and my forehead. My forehead's really oily, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys up close so you can see. So my forehead is pretty shiny. It looks like a disco ball. But this, you guys, where I set the powder, I'm not as oily as I am on this side, but it's not like super, I would say not like that oily. I feel like because I did apply some highlight on my cheekbones, I feel like that's why I have like the oils peeking through, but overall the foundation is still there. The only place, like I mentioned before, is just the nose area where it started to come off a little bit already, but because I've been touching my nose and rubbing it lately these past few hours. But overall, I just feel like this foundation still feels really good, and it feels like skin. I feel like you can get away with not setting the foundation either, because it doesn't even look that bad. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't look, I thought it was going to look worse than what it looks like right now. My thoughts, you guys, for people who do have dry skin, you're absolutely going to love this foundation, hands down. I feel like it's a really good foundation for dry to normal skin types. For oily, I feel like people who are oily, you would probably just have to set your foundation really well and wear this. It held up pretty well knowing that it's a luminous foundation, and I definitely recommend both of these products. And you know that I wouldn't lie to you guys, I would be straight up honest. But for holding up for so many hours for being a luminous foundation, and I feel comfortable. I don't feel cakey right now either. So with that said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know if you guys have been using this. What are your thoughts on this foundation? If you already have it, if you used it, or are you going to buy it? So I love you guys so much. I'm gonna end the video here. Besitos. I'm gonna go to bed now. I love you guys so much and see you soon. Bye guys.